it's less about credentials, where you went to school, where you're from, who you are, and it's about two special ingredients. One is aptitude. Do you have the aptitude to participate? And let's just be honest, not everybody does.
Mm.
Some of the stuff requires a certain level of capability, and not everybody has that. That's just the way it is. It's no big deal. It's not, and that's a blessing. You did not earn that. That capability you were born with. The second ingredient is attitude, and this is the choice that everyone makes. Is do you have the attitude to really think about what you're going to do every day? Are you going to be open to learning new things? Will you challenge things you believe and be open to learning? And will you approach each day as an opportunity? So if you have the attitude and the aptitude, those two ingredients will absolutely drive wild success into this future. The people who don't have the aptitude, and we know people in our lives that don't have it, they typically get frustrated and then they lack the attitude. So it's usually they either have both or you don't have either. And they just become, look, I would just say this, they become your responsibility if they're in your life. You need to think about how you help them. Because again, what's the point of your personal success if the world around you is failing? I don't want any part of it. Right?
Yeah, me neither. And thanks for saying that, Thomas. And yeah, I am right there with you. Especially when I was just in the hole, trying to get out of debt, out of the hole kind of thing. It was just about surviving. But the second I got even a little bit, I was like, you know what? You want to? I mean, at least my default was I would rather rise with people, do it together, and do what I can to help there. But I agree with you. Generally, if you don't have the first one you're talking about, if it's if we have a non-doomer take to have here, is that with the second one, you can force your way into the crowd. Like you truly can. Like just pure grit and determination can get you pretty far. I mean, my entire life, I feel like it's been that, me looking out from the outside in, saying I want to get into that crew. I want to be into this. I want to be in that. I want to be on the varsity soccer team. I want to get into this. And it's just like, well, I suck at it. I don't have no connections. There's no other way in other than just pure grits, showing up every single day kind of thing.
And look, the X community that we're both part of here is it is somewhat wide open. But
that's true. That's very true.
It's a bit of a, I want to say it's a bit of a meritocracy, meaning if you have something to contribute and say, then you'll be embraced more. If you're coming in, and again, some people are uncomfortable coming up on stage when there's 3,000, 5,000, 6,000 people listening, whatever it might be. That's fine. Then just listen and be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of people in DMs, and I met a lot of people at Bitcoin Alpha, as an example, who are listeners and they don't want to participate, and that's fine. You don't have, not everybody has to participate on stage. Everyone has a different calling to do things, and but it is a bit of a meritocracy. And it's open for people. So, and that meritocracy, I'm not sure that's even the right word, but something along those lines.
I think it is.
But it creates tremendous opportunity for people with the two ingredients that I mentioned, aptitude and attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up, you say, okay, I can take an opportunity to go do this. And, it's funny. I listen to, we both have a connection to Grant Cardone and Gary Cardone, right? And I'm more focusing on Grant, who's got a lot going on, right? I see what he's doing because I'll see him pop up on spaces that I'm on. He is constantly looking for new insights for his business.
He really is. He really is.
And one of the things I was just talking to him the other day about, of all the people that I know, I would just say, first of all, he's the richest guy that I know. But I would say of all the people that I know, he does never lets the grass grow under his feet. He hears an idea and he acts. He acts with conviction and urgency that most of us do not. So a lot of times we'll sit around and talk about, oh, you could do this, you could do that. before we were talking about how you could create the Wolf Report and do all these different things. You know,
We were.
and you might get distracted and go do some things and maybe pursue a little bit. You know, Grant could stay up pulling all-nighter and have that thing out in a week. That's the kind of guy he is, right? You know, we had conversations about Bitcoin mortgaging and hybrid financing, and before we knew it, he was launching a project in Melbourne, Florida.
He does move really fast, come to think of it. That is very true. I didn't even think about that. That probably did stem from those conversations.
Yeah, it did. Absolutely. But what was interesting is it manifested very quickly. So, you know, 2 months after we had the conversation, he's doing it.
There's a lesson there. Speed.
100%.
It's done.
He's acting with level of urgency, and that's why he is what he is. He didn't get there all through luck. I can tell you that. It's a lot of hard work. Same with Gary. Gary is different than his brother, and Grant has one personality, but I would say Gary is more of a risk taker, more of a maverick.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But they're both wildly successful guys. And
I saw his helicopter, by the way. I was in Miami, I think, and I saw the GC helicopter literally fly by our window. I looked at Sam and I was like, "Oh man, we are nowhere even close." And we are nowhere close. So his helicopter literally flew right past our porch.